At davet.
Şey yapıyorumdur.
Takımını yakıyor ha. Bas.
Niye sende yok mu aynı takım? Aynı sende de var.
Yok lan benimkiler eski.
Hadi lan orada.
Hello and welcome wherever you are to a meeting of two of Turkish football's grandest institutions. In the city of Istanbul, it matters when Beşiktaş come up against Galatasaray. Meetings between these two giants have always been intense and high octane, and there is little to suggest that this version of this grand fixture will be any different. The atmosphere barely needs description. It is boisterous and laden with a healthy serving of machismo and bravado. This is certainly one part of the football scene that knows how to do derbies. It does so in the most spectacular of ways. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. It is, of course, a massive game and indeed a very special experience for all who can be here.
Listen, Peter, games involving either of these sides are always a spectacle. It's astonishing sometimes the lengths the fans will go to in creating atmospheres like this. It's a sign of fierce loyalty to the club to the extent we rarely see anywhere else.
It's Neymar! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now a sudden chance
Nasıl
to
vuramadı
counter.
lan o topa?
Ne dedin?
Nasıl vuramadı o topa diyorum.
David, and the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Uzun zaman olmuş.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception. And the finish!
Bak ya, valla bak.
Goal! Beşiktaş!
Nasıl? Bu işi yapıyoruz değil mi Merdo?
Ne yapıyorsun lan? Benim adam gitti geriye çekti.
Ne alakası var? Bak golü izle, basma. Adam geri döndü, U çizdi etrafında. Bak, bak.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Besiktas have got it back and they'll have another go. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Now it's Owen. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And he was quick to react. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And it's Messi. Chance!
Yapıyoruz değil mi bu sporu? Gol atacaksan gol atacaksın.
Beceremiyorsun sen ya.
We are all square.
Teka.
You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Messi. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Make your garden glow with
And here's
B&Q's range of
Neymar.
outdoor furniture.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
With seating for six, it's perfect for hosting.
That has been
You can
cut
do it
short.
when you B&Q it.
Assalamu alaikum, my brothers and sisters. One of them.
That is a great ball. Great hit.
Görüyor musun paslaşmaları? Mırmır.
Ya ne göreceğim, adam ayağının arasından kaçırıyor benim salak.
Bak bak bak.
Ya bakacak bir şey yok, bak benim adama bak.
Taka bak.
Bak,
Hop.
bak gördün mü?
Hop.
They won it back and bit
Mal
hard.
ya.
Galatasaray get themselves into the lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Picked out brilliant shapes to shoot. No
Öğren bunlar Mehmet.
They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I think
It looks as though the referee.
Give me one tissue Hazal before you go.
Besiktas.
I'm not waiting.
Penaltı ver.
Niye böyle yapıyorsun ki Mehmet?
Hiçbir şey yapmadım ki.
Nasıl yapmıyorsun? Adam ayağına daldın be, bak. Bak. Kontrolsüz dalma.
This to complete the turnaround.
Ulan be. Ulan be. Oraya zıplayacaktım biliyor musun?
İşte ben bildim senin oraya zıplayacağını.
trying to read, but it didn't work.
Besiktas go into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that could set him on his way. He's hits one! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, important interception. Damn it! Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, what a ball! He's had a shot.
Ulan
This is interesting.
ne yapıyorsun Mehmet? Yine penaltı yapar.
Hiçbir şey
Abi
yapmadım.
yapma böyle çamurlukları ya.
Harbiden hiçbir şey yapmadım lan.
Now from 12 yards.
İzle bir dakika. Ben hiçbir şey yapmadım bak. Buna penaltı verdim. Topa vurdum lan ben.
Omuz atmışsın omuz.
Ya
So
Allah
this
aşkına
to
ya.
extend their lead.
Omuz atmışsın abi. Benim suçum yok.
Abi hiçbir şey yapmadım ya.
That is some
Ne?
save from Khan. And he's missed altogether.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
So their fourth corner of the game. He rises.
Ah siktir be.
He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Oh, that's well spotted. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And he welcomes it in. Look at the space here. There's the shot. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's Messi. Cafu. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Nedved. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Senin atacağım pasız.
Brilliantly cut out. Driven forward. Oh, can he get onto this? Araujo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi. Batistuta. Nesta deals with that comfortably.
Oraya atmadım ki lan.
Vardiol. Well read, nice interception. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get onto
Yedirecek
this?
şerefsiz.
Nedved. He's picked his way through. All right on the edge of the penalty
Allah'ım
area. What's he
yarabbim
giving here?
dokunduğumuz.
Ya ikide bir foul yapma ya.
Decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. That is some save
Üf.
from Khan.
Direğe çarptı ha.
Vallahi yiyordun ha Mehmet.
On half-time.
Kaleci tuttu da çarptı.
Besiktas
Atarım ben
come roaring back
Kime?
with quite some style. We've got a
Ah
very
Mehmet ah.
good
En az 2 golüm daha var.
So we reach the halfway
Ah
point.
Mehmet ah.
I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one. Just enjoy it.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game.
Gole bak Mehmet.
expectations. And the shot.
2 golüm daha var dedim sana. Mehmet lütfen Mehmet.
Now,
Öğren de gel Mehmet.
Yeah,
Canım
they've only
çekerim.
got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Oh be tutsaydı goldü
Well,
be.
it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And the pass is intercepted. Forwards and with intent. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. That's a fabulous ball.
There's much frustration.
Görüyor musun? Bu ne bal abi? Öyle bir görüyor musun? Hayır ne ortası? Bak.
Mırmır bir yürü git Allah aşkına ya.
Orta değil şut attım abi şut.
Ya Mırmır. Ne şutundan bahsediyorsun sen ya? Orta açtın anasını satayım ya.
2 golüm daha var dedim Mehmet.
Lan böyle bir şans yok ya. Yemin
Ya ne alakası abi? Ben mahvederim adamı bilirsin.
So now the difference is 3.
Ben de oynamıyorum sen kadar.
Always thinking about the next goal. When's the
Oynamıyorum
next
lan.
goal coming? There's such an
Ne zaman oynadım en son? Dalga mı geçiyorum?
He's had a fair tumble
Ne
under that
oynuyorsun daha?
challenge.
Yayının var anasını satayım ya.
Chance here to counter.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Developed over 30 years by the National Academy of Sciences in the USA, using the most advanced
Good pressure, determined,
Abi
intense.
faul yapıyor. Hakeme
Now
bak
it's
la.
Mohamed Salah.
Ne faulü
This
Mehmet?
nice and quick.
Could have been dangerous, but
Yanlış
it
yere
came to
vurdu.
nothing.
And more.
And it's Messi. Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. Galatasaray looking to pass their way through.
Baksana abi şurada pas
Interception.
geçmiyor ya.
His positioning was spot on.
Allah Allah.
Now it's Nedved. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pull it. And here's Owen.
Abi bu ne ya? Lan faul yok mu ya?
Yo Nizami.
Lan neyin Nizami? Ayağımı lan alıp vuruyorsun ayağıma.
He's played him through.
Ben bilmem abi. Ben Nizami dalarım adama.
Pull it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Not much subtlety about that challenge. Oh, terrible pass.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Pull it. And it's Nedved. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Cafu. Pull it. Messi. That has not gone well. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And no, that was never going to make it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Salak adam ya. Şut çeker gibi amına koyayım ortam pas veriyor. Orta bile değil. Pas veriyor ya.
Owen.
Ah be versene.
Pulls it through. And here's Nedved. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Allah Allah.
Allah Allah.
Oh, that was vital. Batistuta. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ah, he's given it away. Goalkeeper's ball. Can he spark a counter here? That's been cut out, well played. Neymar looks to get on the end of this. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. That looks a cracking ball.
Yanlış o pası vermeyecektim be. Yanlışlıkla verdim ya.
And he's there to retrieve it.
Bunda ayağım ayar değişti mi lan Mırmır?
Yo bilmem. Pas şeyine bak.
Shade optimistic.
Durduralım da bak.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Pas level'ı kaç
Clearly
bak 1 mi
didn't
2
help
mi?
themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision making and a weak.
Has a shot!
Şimdi bakabilirsin. Bak.
Kaç olması lazım?
Ayarlara gidiyorum. Komut ayarları üçgene basıyorum. Manuel pas seviyesi 2.
2 sev. 2.
2 mi? Tamam o zaman bir şey yok. Sende sorun var.
Oyna oyna.
Bir dakika adam değiştireyim. Hazır girmişken. Olsun. Hı.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 21, Nedved. Number 14, Owen. Number 22,
Cafu.
Mohamed Salah. Number 17,
Great ball if he can get there.
Number 26,
Aha.
Certain amount of room for debate here.
Becerebilirsin
Kicks
söyle
been
Mehmet.
given.
number 6, Ribery. Number 15, Batistuta. Number 20, Messi. Number 4,
Well, he's intervened well there.
number 9,
But It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And here's Messi. A real chance if he can get through. And Batistuta! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Costa Corta. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's a lovely, neat pass. Ribery. Now, who's going to be first to this? Messi, given the lift of his goal. And he cuts
Abi
out the
pasa bak
supply.
ya.
Oh, good-looking ball. Ribery providing an outlet on that flank. Mateus!
Yaparım bu spor Mehmet.
Somehow he kept it out.
Şurada attığı pasa bak ya.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the
Maç kaçtı,
cake.
yapacak bir şey yok.
There's the header.
Hmm.
And that is a truly outstanding save. And there goes.
Devam mı gidiyor mu?
Yani bu maçta yapalım.
What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those
5-2,
players.
18 şut.
Unity, what joy. That was so very.
15 kaleyi bulmuş. Bu 5 atma olayı bana bir şeyler hatırlattı Mehmet. Sana da hatırlattı mı? Şekerim.
Hatırlattı. 5.
Aa.
yıldızımızı aldık.
Evet evet. Aynen Mehmet.
Anladın?
Hmm.
Kızım da diyemiyor artık. Hep de oğlan. Gel oğlum. Tamam. Çivi geçiyor. Kaç bakayım oğlum. Kaç. Tamam. Şimdi asamıyor muyuz? Bir saniye. Evet dostlar. Kaç bakıyorsun bana? Siz de al.
Hadi ne yapıyorsun? Ayar mı yapıyorsun? Kadroya bak be. Yakıyor. Yok ki öyle bir kadromuz.
Ağlamayın öyle ağla. Ne oğlum ya, tavuk sesleri geliyor.
Bir YouTube'dan şey izliyorum da. O arada seni yeniyorum biliyor musun?
Galatasaray and Beşiktaş, two grand institutions in Turkey's footballing capital, going head to head in another rendition of this long-standing rivalry. Both clubs found on the European side of the city of Istanbul, both enjoying massive support
Başladı.
in the districts where they are based. It is a real glamour fixture in every sense of the word. Recently decorated by high-profile names, memorable results, and great times from the perspective on a David! Galatasaray do have a chance to counter here. Owen. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are...
Superb goal!
Balını atıyorsun be.
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So, a breakthrough already.
Bir tane Akbaş var. Ben
That
çıkam
pass
abi
isn't the
var.
best.
Kestane, bilmem ne.
Well, played right into his
Şampiyon
path.
neredeyse? Şampiyon.
Now it's Owen.
Herhalde. Ha, daha ileride.
Abi
Owen
vurmuyor lan.
unable to make it
Enteresan
happen for all
ya.
his good intentions.
4 tane daha.
Ya o
Oliver Kahn. Oliver Kahn'ı görünce donları indiriyor aşağı adam.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Temizleme olacak. Ondan sonra işte
Pull it.
sırasında kangallarımız gelmiş olur diye tahmin ediyorum.
And now the hit.
Çok enteresan ya.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Sonraki videoda görüşmek üzere. Allah'a emanet olun.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Sikeceğim şimdi.
Now it's Owen.
Sezon final yapıyor muydu o Eşref?
Neymar.
Bilmiyorum da bu arada.
İzledin geçen bölümünü.
Oh, that was vital.
İzledim hepsini ya.
Now it's Nedved. Costa
Amına
Curta
koydum.
promptly onto
Şey
that.
Rüya o kızmış biliyorsun değil mi?
Besiktas
Ama
really
niye
can't go chasing
bu
this game
resme
too
dosyadaki
soon.
resme
Any
bakmadım
rush
mal
decisions
ya.
now
Hay
could
Allah
see them
belanı
lose it.
vermesin. Senin
Looking for
Owen
the
ya.
run. Could move up a gear here. Makaleli.
Kaç tane pozisyonumu yedi ya.
Now it's Owen. He's played him through. Pull it. Vardiol kept his eye on it, and he's there. Ah, he's given it away.
Tarihi farkı kaçırdık ya.
Well, the boss won't be happy about
Ne
that
tarihi
at all.
farkı
They
ya?
were pedestrian in
Sen ne
possession
rüya mı
and
görüyorsun
carried
ha?
almost no threat at all. Owen chasing after it. No way through there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it not quite so.
Kurban geliyor Mehmet.
The idea was right.
Kurban
The
kesiyor mu?
bravery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Ha?
It's a pretty
Kurban
loose
kesiyor musun
pass.
sen? Hiç kestin mi?
Cannavaro driving on and making good progress.
That's positional gold. The utilisation of space.
It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Benim de çok kaçak et kesesim var da Mehmet.
Costa Curta.
Para yok ya.
Neymar. Moved on forwards. Foot in. Vieira. Pull it. Couldn't squeeze it through. That is a great pick out. Puyol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Approaching the half-hour mark. Messi. A player who needs no introduction. Cafu. And it's Neymar. Galatasaray finding their passes. Pull it. Oh, he's been caught napping. Tries a header.
Siktir git lan, ne güzel pas
They
attım,
just took
vurduğu
too
kafaya
long
bak
getting
ya.
forward.
Neymar simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Ulan vuramadım be.
Costa Curta defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome, too much traffic.
And he was quick to react. Gently done. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Owen. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vardiol. Besiktas are looking to break at pace. Davids. Well seen.
Ananı bacını
He read that
geçirsene
really
amına
well,
kodumunu.
stopped it.
Now
Amına
looking to
kodumunun
orchestrate a
topunu.
counter. No, he's not getting past him there. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, and he's through the middle. That's a shade optimistic. Vieira. Done delicately. Messi looking to get
Çıkarma
on the end of
işte
this.
be.
Davids. Nesta. And it's Nedved. And Guardiol.
Ya bir dur
The
be.
final action of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. And we are back underway.
Bala bak bala.
Well, I think in these
Amına
circumstances,
koydum,
it's all
giriyordu da.
about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean,
Resmen
you want to
götürüyor
get back
ya.
in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Owen. Now it's Messi. And Messi! Oh, good-looking ball. And here's Owen. Now who's going to be first to this? Now this... He's had it!
İşte bu be.
Goal! Two to the good. They have breathing space. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Pull it. It's run loose here. And that could set him on his way. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Pull it. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Thuram. Neymar. Vieira. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Almost an hour gone. Messi is in a really good position out wide.
Açmıyor ortayı.
Nedved. The message is clear. None shall pass. Messi looks for the finish. And it's there!
Hemen balına
And the
çekiyorsun,
lead
gol
is
oluyor ya.
extended still
Bırak da
further.
izleyelim amına koyayım ya. Hiçbir şey de
What a
izletmiyorsun ya.
delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
A case now of complete control. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Amına kodum çocuğu alsana lan.
Short changes it with
Amına
that
kodum
pass.
çocuğu alsana. Çıkarayım bari ya şerefsizi.
And it's Neymar.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Gene adam mı dönüyor ya?
That has been cut short. Salah. Davids. Now that's well seen too. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Neymar. Now it's Owen. Owen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Big chance! Neymar. And now the
Nasıl
breakaway.
atamadın oğlum sen onu ya?
Owen. Pull it. Knocks it out wide. Cafu. Messi.
Hadi be.
Important interception. Davids. Great ball if he can get there. And he's managed to get free. It's a sharp pass. Cafu deals with that.
Almadı yine.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Mohamed Salah. Owen. Davids. And here's Owen. Pull it. Makaleli. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah!
Hemen
That was
akodumuna bak
quite
la.
a test for the goalkeeper.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort. You have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Substitution for Besiktas.
Besiktas with the corner. They're first.
Nedved. Number 14.
And the header!
Number 22.
No, he didn't quite meet it right.
That was good defensive pressure to give him less manoeuvring room.
Davids. Coming on the field.
Kubo.
Number 23.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Number 15.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Number 8. Mbappe.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Progress.
Genuine physical edge about this game. It is
Hoca
quite
ya
official.
ayıptır lan. Ayıp ayıp.
Batistuta
Allah
had a
belanı
really
versin
good
hoca.
go at breaking through, but ultimately
bak,
he
bak.
was just... There's the shot!
Abi niye atamıyor la bunlar?
Done enough.
Kaçıncı oldu amına kodumunun be?
Besiktas have their second
Ne
corner now.
ikincisi? 3 tane 4 tane şut çektim ya.
Oğlum ben ona bakarsan ilk yarı fark atardım sana.
Ne fark edeceksin ya bana
Earned
sen?
a reprieve for the time being. Can he
Hoca ya.
finish?
Oğlum faul
Besiktas
vermiyor
have
şerefsiz
their
bana
third
ya.
corner. He gets big.
Görüyorsun değil mi? Bal götünden akıyor. 10 tane şut çektim.
Albeit perhaps
3'ünü galeci kurtardı. Bu da 4.
And no, that was never going to make it. That pass has been well intercepted.
Senin Allah belanı
That
diyeceğim şimdi
interception
evden
was
dışarıya.
Most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Boş ver lan gol atıp ne yapacaksın? 3'ün 1'i mi olsun?
Corner number 4 coming up here. Nesta getting this one clear.
There will be 3 minutes added
He is just caressing the ball.
Ne yapıyorsun oğlum ya?
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that's nice. Well read, and the danger is averted. Makaleli. Oh, this looks sharp.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's got away. He's
Hoca
been
ya.
bundled over. That
Lan
is a
ayıp lan
foul.
Mırmır. Tüh sana lan
No
Mırmır.
surprise.
Ne
That's
kadar
a booking.
çirkef olmuşsun lan
Well,
sen.
he was
Eskiden
the-
Ne
böyle
çirkef olacağım la?
Çok çirkefsin oğlum fark
Not
yememek
the best way
için.
to do
Ne
it.
farkı abi? 5 tane at sen de.
So another tries a shot.
Hadi
The
be.
whistle's gone, and it is all over.
Sen beni
A tale
5-2
of two
yendin ben
teams,
seni
one
3-0 yendim.
irresistible,
3-0.
unstoppable, the other fragile.
Hadi git yat Mehmet. Sütün iç.
Nasıl çaktım ama.
Ne çakacaksın abi? Ben 5 tane çakmadım mı sana? Oğlum ne biçim
Ama 2 tane
adamsınız la
değildi.
siz?
Ama 2 tane
Bana
değildi.
ne amına 5 tane çaktım mı çaktım.
Ben de şimdi sana 3 tane çaktım. Sen atamadın.
Ya bırak bu boş konuşmaları.
Atamadın.
5'e 5 karşılık verirsen anlarım o zaman. Sabaha kadar dalga geç.
Fark etmez. 3 farkla yendin. Ben seni 3 farkla
Hmm.
yendim.
Tamam Mehmet tamam.
Normalde 2 ile avarajdan ben çıkarım.
Allah Allah. Hı. Git sütün iç yat Mehmet. Saat kaç?
Sen
1-2 maç.
eskisi gibi değilsin
Dizi var mı
Ömer.
bakayım?
Eskiden bana oyun oynatmazdın. Şimdi baksana.
Aa,
Ben oynuyorum, sen izliyorsun.
la kaç gündür oynamıyoruz la? Ben
Lan ben
2-3
aylardır
gün
oynuyorum.
ısınayım gör bakayım.
Ben aylardır
Gol
oynuyorum.
atabiliyor mu?
Almanca nasıl bir dil? Almanca zor bir dil. Özellikle ana dili Türkçe olan birisi için gerçekten çok zor.
Çözeceğim. Çünkü eğer ki burada yaşıyorsam buranın şartlarına uymam lazım. 3-4 dil bildiğim için bana pek zor değil. Ben Arapça da biliyorum, Kürtçe de biliyorum, Türkçe de biliyorum. Onun için çözeriz.
İşin tam suyu çıktı. Ya Volkan Sarı'yı dinliyordum ben CNBC'de. Hayatın içerisinden çok basit bir şeyden çok önemli bir örnek verdi.
Siz istemiyorsanız da Meryem, yani biz büyümeden feragat etmeyelim diye bir sürü yanlış işler yapıyoruz. Yani kısa önceye çekip işte faiz düşürüp tüketimi erkene çekip şirketlere ucuz kredi
Bunları
verip
yayınlar
rekabetçi olmayan zombi
Evet.
şirketleri yaşatmak gibi. Sonrasında da yani rekabetçi düzene geldiğinde de bu şirketlerin yürüyemediğini görmek. Bunları yaparak geldiğimiz nokta burada. Anlatabiliyor muyum? Bizim doğruları...
This customer is getting a...
Check out this car phone holder.
This customer is getting a horrible smell.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The
Amına
noise is
kodumun
quite
çocuğu.
something. You can feel what football
Amına
means.
kodumun
It's
çocuğu.
Lewandowski!
Ben kaçar genç.
Up for a header!
Görüşürüz.
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Paris Saint-Germain would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
And here's Mohamed Salah.
Bam!
Chance!
Ananı sikeyim.
And he's cleared it out of
Vurdurmadı.
harm's way.
Vursa goldü be.
Vardiol. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, and he's through the middle. No, that's been intercepted. So, Jim, who would you identify
Hadi
as
be
the key
geçiver
man
be.
in this fixture?
Geçiver be.
Well, Peter, here's someone I really like the look of in Ruben Diaz. A proper defender. Someone who does the simple...
Neymar! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, shooting chance! And now the hit! That was superb goalkeeping!
Lam is offering a right smile there.
Görüşürüz. Sesten çıkıyorum ben.
It's their second corner of the
Hadi.
game. Schneider with the short one. Schneider is onto... Oh, smashing header! Has another go!
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Lan bir şey yapmadım şerefsiz ya.
striking inaccuracy.
Carlos will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
And it's Schneider. Batistuta. Decent hit! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Nedved.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Nedved. Oh no, this does not look good. And the shot! Goal! Besiktas! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Besiktas have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Oh, that's nice. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Schneider. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Up towards the front line. Shifted upfield. Vardiol tries to dink it in. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Maradona. Now it's Nedved. Vardiol. Played into space out wide. Owen. Schneider. And it's Maradona. And it's Nedved. Maradona powering forward here. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. And the pass is intercepted. Maradona gets his pass away. There's the shot! Really well taken goal. Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Costa Curta. Lam. Now that's well seen too. Looking for options for movement. Oh, it's a promising build-up this. Plenty of really nice passing. Owen. He might... And the finish! Goal!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Besiktas go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Lam. Now Ruben Diaz. Schneider. Batistuta. And it's Neymar. Pass is just off target. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Besiktas leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It is intriguing to watch and could easily go either way. And we are already promptly back underway. And it's Neymar. Batistuta. Oh, that was vital. Davids. Besiktas different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Not the most accurate pass. Thuram. Maradona. Lewandowski. And they're back on the ball again. Yeah, that pass isn't the best. Pull it. And that could set him on his way. And he's certainly onside here. He's got the shot away! They've done it! And with that goal comes comfort.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
And here's Lewandowski.
Lewandowski really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Couldn't squeeze it through.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Just about up to the hour now. Has a go!
Anybody in living room?
He's in, surely! And one more try! And it's in!
Huh?
Just one goal in it now! Game on! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Paris Saint-Germain get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Oh, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Besiktas clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Neymar wins the duel this time. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's Batistuta. That is good alertness. Davids. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Thuram. Besiktas claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Climbs up big! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Just about up to 75 minutes. Interesting ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Lewandowski. Batistuta.
Paris Saint-Germain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Well timed, excellent interception. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Pull it. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Ruben Dias gets over and intercepts. Schneider looks to get on the end of this. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Thuram did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's Lewandowski! and kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution for Besiktas.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives.
Number 17.
It's a mighty effort!
Number 11.
And that's caused a worry or two.
Lam must have been hit by a flash of doubt then. He complicated what looked like an easy opportunity.
Batistuta. Number 4. Dennis Irwin. Number 2.
And it's Totti.
Daniel Van Buiten. Number 23.
And he's picked out the run. There's the hit! Goal!
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Besiktas could not have picked up. Oh no, what has happened? Shapes who shoots! And it's there! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Besiktas clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
And yes, it's him again. Besiktas blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And there's green grass ahead of him. And that will be it. Besiktas pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from... Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the crowd here in Guadalajara, known for being hot and passionate, and that is precisely how it feels here in Guadalajara. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oscar. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And that interception was most necessary. Oscar.
That's good play from him.
Heads it! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Interesting ball. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Besiktas with the corner, there first. Cafu tries to clear. Davids, and a shot! And again! And he's really put himself on the line here. Besiktas have their second corner now. Punched away. Spezia are looking to go forward now. Now it's Hullet. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number...
And Hullet! Goal! Besiktas! First blood drawn. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Besiktas are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to...
There's the hit! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Now it's Hullet. That is lovely. Oh, he's been caught napping. Big header. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And now a sudden chance to counter. No, that's been intercepted.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He gets big! And that's caused a worry or two.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Van Bouten gets over and intercepts.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Hullet. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Aimed beyond the defence. Bastoni is there to clear. And that's been won straight back. Vardiol, very much a man of this moment. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Hullet. Hullet shot a goal! And that was very necessary. Hullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Shifted upfield. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Nedved. Owen has a goal! Goal! Besiktas! And they're back in front.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Besiktas get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Nedved. Oh, nicely intercepted. Bellingham. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Oscar with the delivery. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Owen. He could... Owen! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, at least the crowd are appreciative of his efforts.
And he cuts out the supply. Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Hullet. Oh, shooting chance! Bellingham. Oscar is always scanning the pitch for... And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. And the shot!
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Got a shot away! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Bellingham. Well, that is one way to stop him. Referee has just said play on. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bellingham. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Bellingham. And here's Ribéry. Now it's Hullet. And he was alert to it. Nedved. 60 minutes played. Ribéry.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Rice. And here's Ribery. Bellingham. For Rice. Played back in. Now the finish! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. Pullet providing an outlet on that flank. That's tidy. Out for a throw. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oscar, who's set up one goal so far. Besiktas are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Out of play for a throw. Oscar, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Besiktas are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. He's got away. Oh, that's a fine interception. Neymar. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And he's there to clear it.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Van Balten promptly onto that, and that is that. Pullet. It's a mighty effort!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking for the run, and it's Lucas Moura. Pullet. Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's a little off target. It's Lucas Moura! He has done it! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
He's looking to set free a runner.
you wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Pullet, Mbappe, and that has been cleared. And he's had it nicked away. And here's Mbappe. Well timed, excellent interception. Pullet, he's going for goal. Chance again. No, and we're done. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And already we're underway here. Aimed beyond the defence. Messi. Great ball if he can get there.
It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, and time.
Owen! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And now a sudden chance to counter. This might spell danger. Oh, he's played it in low. He's had a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Besiktas really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Besiktas are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well, that looks a cracking ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Davids gathers from the goal kick. Rijkaard. Oh, no joy this time. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Can he put it away? Oh, he's caught him in or out. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Besiktas with this to equalise. A formality, we're level. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Ronaldinho. Bullet! They want to be quick to recover this. That's a lovely, neat pass.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that is a little undercooked. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That is a brilliant interception. Vieira wins the duel this time. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah going face to face with his great rival. Brilliantly cut out. That's a good ball out wide. Yaya Toure. Ronaldinho. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Besiktas clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Nedved. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Ronaldinho. Shapes to shoot! In for the pieces! Now that is commitment to the cause.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. Yaya Toure tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Owen is wide and looking to get onto this. And That has been knocked clear. Costa Curta. Oh, what a mistake! Rijkaard cuts it out.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Bale. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard. And it's Gullit. And we've reached half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And the game has already resumed here. No changes at the interval from either side. And the shot! Goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Oh, delicious! Such devilish curl!
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Arsenal get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this...
Shot a goal! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Defending of the desperate variety. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Oh, easy pickings there. And he cuts out the supply. Nesta. And Mateus. Nedved. And the pass is intercepted. Ronaldinho. That's played into space. And they're not going to make any foot. And it's been given away.
This is what good chemistry...
Chance! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
The attendance for this match was
Always onto this.
987.
Besiktas are definitely going about this the right way.
This is a really front... There's the shot! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
It's Ronaldinho! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Arsenal have their second corner now. Rijkaard! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
So, third corner of the game. Now the finish! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Rijkaard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Davids in with the challenge. And that is as far as they're going to go. Salah. That pass has been well intercepted. Pass is just off target. Vieira. Yaya Toure. Nesta gets across to intercept that. And it's Nedved.
Mateus, look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Substitution for Besiktas.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it'll be interesting.
And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a...
Can he finish? Well, that looks a cracking ball. Rummenigge. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Caught offside that time. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Maldini. And that interception was... Hits one! Goal! Besiktas! And the comeback is complete! That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 17. Vadio.
Ah, good steal. He just read it.
Ronald Araujo. Coming on the field. Number 4. Dennis Irwin. Number 10. Vieira. Substitution for Besiktas. Number 26. Targets.
And he's managed to gift it back.
Besiktas probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
It's a pretty loose pass. Seedorf. Now it's Messi. The final seconds now. Oh, what a ball is in here! Oh, that was vital. Gilberto Silva. Bale. Bale! And it's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. All square again into the dying minutes. And that is as far as it goes. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that yet again this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And already we're underway here. Now it's Nedved. It's Nedved! There it is!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Well, that pass isn't the best. Ronaldinho.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which...
Batistuta! And that is doing no harm at all.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Batistuta. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Nedved aimed beyond the defence.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Barcelona have reclaimed it. Mbappe, and he's away. Davids, nicely aimed pass. That's an excellent interception. He's tried one!
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He's found a way through. Iniesta hits one! And another try! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. It's Ronaldinho! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Ronaldinho. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Goalkeeper's ball. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Defending was strong and firm. Now it's Owen. Roberto Carlos. It's a pretty loose pass. Owen. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho charging forward, the ball at his feet. And that's really well manoeuvred. And now the breakaway. Bastoni spots it and intercepts. That's been cut out, well played. Gently done. Well, that has not gone well. Maicon cuts it out. Now it's Batistuta. Besiktas heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Good read, needed to be. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And he was quick to react. And here's Batistuta. And here's Mbappe. Mateus promptly onto that. And that is that. And that is as far as they're going to go. And here's Mbappe. Owen has created one goal already. He's got away, and it's Nedved. And here's Mbappe. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And the referee brings the first half to a close. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Besiktas ahead 2-0, and they are looking good.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9, Ronaldinho.
And we're off again.
El dorsal 4.
Guardiol.
Sustituidos por el dorsal 8, el dorsal 24.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and...
Oh, what a mistake! Besiktas needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And it's Messi. And he's whipped it across. Oh, that was vital. Mateus.
They've got to make this nice and quick. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, shooting chance! Yes! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
A case now of complete control.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Mbappe, the Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Batistuta. Cruyff. Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Vieira did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself. Oh, they could be caught out here! Quarter of an hour into the second half. No way through there. Vieira. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Donatoni. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Thuram. Davids. That's a throw. Iniesta. And here's Nedved. Vieira. Donatoni. Now it's Mbappe. Batistuta. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Big chance, corner. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the mood is poised. There's the hit! Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one. Can he finish? Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Davids. Picked out brilliantly. It's Ronaldinho! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Davids. And it's Owen, and he's had it nicked away. And here's Owen. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Owen. That looks a cracking ball. Tries a shot! They've done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus and then bang, you're pegged back again.
First quarter of an hour gone. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Yamal. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And we have our very first corner. Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. Besiktas disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. He's looking to set free a runner. Nicely aimed pass. Yamal. Davids. And it's Owen. And he's cut it out. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Hullet. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Yamal. Stood up well to him there. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Owen. Ronaldinho. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught. In he goes again. It's in. And the comeback is complete. Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
And it's Messi. Oh, important interception. Davids. Now it's Owen. And here's Messi. Pinches it off him. Davids. Adams gets across to intercept that. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Played into space out wide, and he's managed to get free. Davids! Gets his head to it! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And here's Yamal. Passes short and sharp. Maldini. Messi. It's a mighty effort! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Ronaldinho. And it's Owen. Messi. That's a sharp pass. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's quick to get it clear again. Davids deals with that comfortably. Plays a delicate ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And we hit half-time. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd. And a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline 2-1. So there was the first half.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Besiktas really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just look
face to face with the shapes to shoot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Owen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho proves just a little bit too strong. Owen. Decent hit! Mateus. He's through here. Tchouaméni gets over and intercepts. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Kante. Now it's Messi. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it. Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and...
Owen! It's fallen kindly here. It's in. 2 to the good. They have breathing space. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And now he has 2. So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
That has ended up in no man's land. Thuram.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tchouaméni Oh, there's a probing ball. Owen. Owen. Maldini. Ronaldinho has created one goal already. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Yamal. Conte. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Nedved. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Owen. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mateus! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Yeah, this is part of the job. Head down and keep plugging away.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Adams. And Koundé. Cafu. Here's Chouameni. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. And it's Maldini. Here's Roberto Carlos. Thuram gets a foot in here. He is through here. Davids tries to clear. Corner number 3 coming up. Up he goes! Besiktas with another chance from a corner. So their 4th corner of the game. And the keeper beats it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Koundé. Oh, can he get onto this? The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Roberto Carlos. Thinks one through. Cafu. Vardiol. Cafu. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Koundé. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Maldini. Hullet. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's really well manoeuvred. Davids couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Araujo cuts out the pass. Nedved. It's Nedved! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
Look, I'm sure he'll deny it, Peter, but the keeper didn't have that covered.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And that's it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of